Could you state your name, please?
Terance Shipman.
Why did you become a teacher?
Um, it started in high school. I was an excellent photography student. By my junior year, my teachers couldn't teach me anymore. I had mastered the craft. So my teachers started allowing me to teach my fellow classmates. After that, it just grew and grew. I went to Tuskegee to major in industrial arts education, but my first year there, they dropped the program. So I had to decide on the major. And the major that I picked, I want to know how can I make the biggest impact on lives. And I think elementary education, I said that's where I can make the biggest impact on the elementary level, being a teacher.
How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching 23 years. I've taught kindergarten, second, third, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. I did an internship as an administrator in high school. I did another internship at Clark Atlanta University in the athletic department. Before I started teaching, I did a long-term sub. I was long-term sub pre-K special ed teacher. I used to have an after-school program, which encompassed all grades. I had 125 students from kindergarten to fifth grade. I pretty much have taught them all. I haven't taught adults yet. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to.
Did you think you'd be so inspirational on such a big scale?
Starting off, you just hope to survive each year. Really, I think you learn how to teach by your third and fourth year. That's when you realize who you are. Your true gifts start to come out of you. By then, I knew the most important thing was not always the curriculum, but the most important thing is to give students an educational experience they'll never forget. I think that's most teachers need to remember that. Give them something that they'll never forget.
Can you describe your teaching style a little bit?
I'm your parent, I'm your teacher, your counselor. All those things ball up into one. I follow the curriculum because we all have to, but I try to bring in real life experiences, things that have students that they will see in life that they can relate to. I think now that I'm teaching middle school, I really look at letting everybody know everyone's not gonna go to college, but letting students know that you still have to survive in this life, that you still have to continuing to learn. Just because you don't go to college doesn't mean you don't have to read books. Still read books, continue to grow. So part of what I try to do is make people lifelong learners, whether they go to college or not.
What kinds of students and teachers have you had over the years, and what do you think you've learned from them?
I've had students from all over the world whose parents come from all over the world. Last count, I think it was at least over 10 different countries. I had students from all economic backgrounds, from students who are in foster homes to students who have two parents, raised by grandparents, raised by single parents, all races, all ethnic groups. I've taught with co-workers of all different ethnic groups. Work with women, men, whites, blacks, Hispanics. The biggest thing I try to do when I bring all that together is to let everybody know we're a team. We have to work together as a team. We had to bring something to the table and work together for the betterment of the students. It's all about, again, leaving them with the best educational experience you can have. You have them for 10 months. So within that 10 months, what can you do? You have to strategically plan that 10 months out to give them that best experience.
Tell us a little bit about the globe you've had it in your classroom, and now you have it at home. Can you describe what it means to you and why you kept it all these years?
It means to me, it's a history behind it because it's my first year teaching. I had all brand new equipment in my classroom, and the globe was one of the first things I received. And I think that first year I had a student from India, and I had a student from Mexico, and that's before a lot of Mexican students or families began to integrate Georgia. So that was unique to me. So I wanted to make them feel special. So we went to the globe and I grabbed the permanent marker and we circled those countries so we can begin to learn different countries around the world. And each year it's grown. So it means a lot to me because it lets me know and my students know we're not in this world by ourselves. It's a whole big world and people come from all over. And it's funny how you say, we are here in Georgia, but everybody seems to come to Georgia some kind of way. So just letting them know, we all are part of this big world.
What exactly inspires you to keep on teaching?
What inspires me the most is the act of giving. I think teaching is an art. And to be able to give something to somebody else and see them take it and learn it, that's one of the biggest pleasures in life. It's nothing like it when you see somebody learn. I taught kindergarten for 11 years, and the one thing every year that always made me feel good is hearing a child read for the first time. Now that's the ultimate. To hear somebody put a sentence together and actually read a sentence who's never read before, now that's special. That's really something that you live for every year.